Good morning and welcome to Homepage, a public affairs feature of 93.7 K Country and Wind FM 92.5 and 95.5. I'm Kathy Dugan, and my guest this morning is April Savary, CEO of Boys and Girls Clubs of Marion County. Good morning, April.
Good morning.
You know, let's dive into how things got started with the Boys and Girls Clubs of America.
Yeah, I love this story. In the mid to late 1800s in the Northeast, this is about the time that our young people were encouraged to stay in school versus working on the family farms or in the family business. We have a young boy walking home from school, and he's, getting into trouble, kicking the cans, and we've got a older lady looking out the window, checking this kid out. What is he doing? Every neighborhood's got one. In my mom's neighborhood, my mom is the one that's looking out the window that knows what's going on, right?
That's me.
Yeah. And so these two elderly sisters lived there, and they said, this boy needs to learn some manners. Mm-hmm. So they invited him in, and they showed him how to have a cup of tea and how to be polite and respectful, and sent him on his way and kind of said, yeah, we'll never see him again. Well, the next day he shows up with a couple of his friends.
Wow.
And so it's such a great story that this is truly how the Boys and Girls Club got started. They saw a need in the community. They provided it. It grew to become the Boys Club, and it became a national movement. And, of course, the focus moved from how to drink tea and manners to
right.
other things. And then in 1967, here in Marion County, through the help of the United Way and community leaders, they built or started the first Boys Club in Marion County. Now, you notice I'm saying Boys Club.
Yeah, I do.
Because it wasn't until the early 90s, 1991 to be exact, that it officially became the Boys and Girls Club. And that was just really surprising to me that it took us so long to get on board with that. But, there were a lot of clubs across the country who were welcoming girls, but it wasn't really officially the Boys and Girls Club until 1991.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Pretty
so
nice.
That's really how we got started. And obviously we have transitioned through the years in, what we do and who we serve. Here in Marion County, we've actually got 3 clubs now. We have one in the city of Ocala, which is our flagship, and we have one in Denellen and one in Silver Spring Shores.
Wow. And you help so many people with the Boys and Girls Clubs. What is your mission?
So our mission is really to enable all young people, but especially those that need it most, to reach their full potential, to be productive, caring, responsible citizens. So we serve youth between the ages of 6 and 18. As long as they're enrolled in school, they can become a member of the club. Mm-hmm. And we really want to give them a safe, structured, and fun environment to be able to grow and reach their full potential. Everything that we do is really focused on 3 core areas. So we focus on academic success, character and leadership, and health and wellness. Okay. We do a lot of fun stuff in between. And there are other areas that, depending on the club and the expertise of the staff that we look at, we've got an art program, we've got a drama program, a drumming program at different clubs. But really our 3 core areas are academic success, character and leadership, and health and wellness. Because we believe by focusing on those 3 core areas, our kids will be able to reach their full potential. And the majority of the kids that we serve are from low-income households. So they don't have as many opportunities to grow in those areas as maybe some of their peers do.
Oh, wow. Now, what is your formula for impact? Tell me about that.
So, the Boys and Girls Club of America, which we're a member of, says, look, we've got this great formula. If you take the young people, the ones that need us the most, and we combine that with some outcome-driven club experience, then that's a great formula for successful outcomes. Mm-hmm. And so, the Boys and Girls Club of America has done a great job of creating and testing programming that works. And that makes it great for us because there's a whole menu that we can choose from depending on where what the needs are for our particular youth at that particular time.
Wow. So let's say that I'm a kid, I'm a boy or girl, and I'm coming in, and it's my first day I'm going to the Boys and Girls Club. What can I expect?
So typically, the kids will arrive. They either arrive by bus. They'll ride the bus home from school to our front door, or they may live in the vicinity and walk over or ride their bike over. Mm-hmm. When they come in, they'll be checked in and greeted, and they will follow a structure. They'll stay with a like age group. So, we typically keep, 6 to 8 together, 8 and 9s together, and so on. And they will experience time to work on homework. That's 45 minutes dedicated to working on your homework. And guess what? If you don't have homework, we'll find something to help enrich you academically.
That's wonderful.
And, we make sure everybody has a snack. We work with USDA and the Marion County School System during the school year to provide a healthy snack. And so even if you're not a member or you're not attending the club that day, if you come to our door and say, I need a snack, you're going to get a snack.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And so they'll get the snack, they'll work on homework, and then from there, depending on the day of the week and the schedule, they're either going to spend time on sports and recreation, or they're going to spend time in our game room, which is billiards or ping pong or foosball.
Ooh, fun.
They may attend a SMART program, which is focused on making smart decisions that affect your body and drugs, alcohol, bullying, things like that. Or you might attend the Healthy Habits program, which talks about nutrition and portion size. Or you might attend an art program where you're drawing or singing or doing a dance-off. Or you might, at our Silver Spring Shores Club, they've got a drama club. So you might spend some time doing that. Or you might go outside and walk to the nearby park and see who can get the most steps in.
Nice.
So there's just lots of activity going on and lots of fun stuff, again, with a focus on a core area.
That sounds like so much fun. I mean, you get your work done, just like we tell the kids at home, get your work done, and then we get to have fun.
Yes.
I like that so much. This year's been kind of rough for you guys. You've been hit pretty hard with burglaries, which is just super stinky at the top of the list. And those people are getting coal in their stocking as far as I'm concerned. But, I mean, how have you been able to recover from this, or have you?
Yeah, this year, 2020, wow, what a year. It has been an opportunity for us to learn and to grow. This year, we've had to do things that we've never even thought about doing as it relates to safety and policies and procedures. As with a lot of our businesses in town,
sure.
We've had some financial setbacks, not being able to have a lot of our annual fundraising events. But you are right, our Silver Spring Shores Club's been burglarized twice this year. And it's very, it's heartbreaking to know that folks have chosen our kids who need it the most to victimize. But again, we've got to try to learn from it, and we're sharing with our kids that we're teaching them to make good decisions. And these folks made bad decisions.
Yeah.
And we're hopeful that, by keeping kids at the club, we're preventing this from happening to someone else in a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, what's really heartbreaking is that during our first burglary, which happened in February, we had a number of electronics taken, including the laptops that our kids use for some of the academic programs. And then, of course, with COVID, we did a lot of virtual field trips, things like that, where we were, plugging into, speakers or film or what have you. And so we were able to get most of those replaced. We literally, in July, got our last 5 brand-new Chromebooks.
Oh, great.
And in November, we were burglarized again, and they took every stinking laptop and Chromebook we had.
Wow.
Including a PlayStation 3 that had just been donated in March.
Ouch.
And some damage, of course. So, yeah, it's frustrating. I will tell you that I just love Marion County. I mean, our our residents are so giving and so caring, and we've gotten a number of phone calls about, I can't buy another laptop, but, I can send you a check to put towards it. So we're working on replacing. We've got one Chromebook recently,
Well, that's
and
good.
we've gotten another PlayStation 3. So we're working on it, and I believe we'll get there, and we'll move forward.
Maybe somebody benevolent in the community who has some extra money could help out.
Yeah.
That would always be nice.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And we're gearing up for our holiday store. It's that time of year where we really want to make sure we're taking care of our kids and their families. And we do something that's a little out of it's not the traditional donate a toy type of program. We have several community partners who have collected toys and gifts, and we set up a holiday store at each of the clubs. And they've been earning club bucks throughout the month of November. So they'll, based on good behavior, grades, acts of kindness, and they'll be able to shop not just for themselves, but for those in their family that they love. And then once they purchase, they'll get their gifts. Then we'll have volunteers that will help them wrap them up. So we're gearing up for that, which is really exciting, and it's a good way to help, give back to our kids.
Oh, that's so awesome. How fun. And it's fun for them. They get to do something and feel good about it. I wrapped this myself. I picked this out for you. And it feels so good because, you hear some people say, oh, so much better to give than to receive. But it's true. I mean, once you've given something to somebody and seen their face light up, it's like, oh, wow, it really is, it's nice to get stuff, but it's really nice to give stuff.
Yes,
I love that.
It's a great program. So we've been busy getting ready for that, and we're just love this community because they are so giving.
Oh, definitely. I mean, we have so many good people and great organizations like Toys for Tots that are helping out. I mean, they all want to help and do what's best for our community, and especially for our kids, because our kids are our future. They're going to be taking care of us one day. So, we want them to take care of us well.
That's right.
I'm always worried about that. I look at my son, I go, I don't know if I want you to take care of me one day. I'm not sure about that. But these children are learning every day that they're there at the Boys and Girls Clubs. And it's just so important. I like how you took an opportunity like that horrible burglary and you turned it around. You turned it into a teaching opportunity for the kids. You took that opportunity to say, there are bad people out there and we're not going to let them affect us.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's very important. So what can our community do other than what they have done to help the Boys and Girls Clubs? How can we around here help?
Well, I think it's important for folks to understand that we are not a state or government-funded organization. That's a very common misconception, and we run our business like any other local business, except we don't have a product to sell. So we do apply for grants and so forth. So about 36% of our income in 2019 was from grant revenue. And about 6% of that was from member fees, because we do charge a $15 annual fee, a membership fee for our kids. And the remainder of that comes from our fundraising events or donations. So, we need our community to recognize that and to help support us financially when they can. They can support an individual youth, or they can support our events, or, it's real easy to go to our website and sign up for a monthly auto debit. If you can't support financially, we always need volunteers. And this year's been a little challenging for our volunteers, but we need volunteers to help with the kids. We need volunteers to help with, handyman repairs and office-type work. So we're always looking for volunteers. And then we also need folks who will, be able to think of us when they're getting rid of items that we might be able to use.
Okay.
So things like office supplies or living room furniture or electronics. And you think, living room furniture? But, each of our clubs has a setting which is more of a social area with like a sofa and some chairs and things like that.
Oh,
so,
nice.
We're always looking for those types of things, that maybe are in good condition, but, you don't need them anymore.
Right.
those are really the three big ways that folks can support us. Follow us on Facebook, and we try to get a post every day to share with the community what we're doing and what's happening. That'll help you stay connected. And if you like, you can sign up for our email newsletter as well.
Very nice. Now, with your volunteer opportunities, how do you get involved in being a volunteer? What can they do?
So the best way to get involved is we do have a structured process for volunteers for your safety and for our kids' safety. So we hold a volunteer orientation the last Tuesday of every month at our Ocala site. So if you'd like more information, you can call me at 690-7545, or you can email at admin, that's ADMIN, at BGC, like Boys Girls Club, of Marion.com, and we can get you signed up for orientation and go from there.
That is excellent. Great opportunities for so many people in our community to help out, whether it's monetarily or you want to donate something or you want to donate your time. Your time is probably super precious to donate. So, I mean, it would be so appreciated, anything. You mentioned sponsoring a child. Tell us how that works.
So I mentioned that we do have a $15 annual membership fee for every child that attends. And as you can imagine, it costs us a little bit more than $15 a year to provide services. So by sponsoring a youth, you can pay for a scholarship for a youth. You can cover a summer camp. Depending on what you're interested in, it can be anything from $50 a month to $1,200, which covers someone for an entire year.
Nice.
Summer camp, we do have a fee for summer camp, which is $50 a week. And on a typical summer, not a COVID summer, typical summer runs about 8 to 9 weeks. So, it's about $450 for a child to come and attend summer camp. So we're always looking for folks to sponsor summer camp. And also teens, we look for folks to sponsor teens, which is $50 a year to sponsor a teen.
Okay.
And so lots of opportunities, and you can get more information about those by visiting our website, or you can call or email us.
Excellent. And tell us about summer camp. How's summer camp different?
Yeah, so the great thing about summer camp is that we have an extended day. We're here typically from 7:30 to 5:30. Monday through Friday. Summer camp typically involves an outing almost every day, whether it's to the bowling alley, the skating rink, swimming, walking, lots of fun activities going on. We still focus on academics. We make it a priority to prevent that summer slippage that a lot of our young people have by not going to school over the summer. So we still have academics every day, well, most every day. And we serve a healthy lunch, and a healthy snack every day, and, continue with sports and recreation and other activities. And we partner with a lot of organizations here. So, for example, there is a STEM university that happens every summer that we typically get to send some of our teens to. We've partnered with IHMC over the summer to offer programs. We offer some junior staff opportunities for our teens. So there's a lot of other programs that happen during the summer that we're not able to do during the school year. So it's a really fun, safe, enriching environment for kids to be at while parents are at work, or, if you just need something active for your kids to do.
Sure.
And it costs $50 a week, and we do offer scholarships for those that can't afford the $50 a week, and we offer that at all three of our clubs. And we typically start sign-ups in April to make sure that we can get a space for everyone. This summer was a little different, but we were still here. We were still here all day. We just didn't have those outings that we would have liked to have had.
Sure. And we're talking about the pandemic and how things have changed with it. What are you doing at the Boys and Girls Clubs to, kind of follow along with those safety rules?
Sure. Yeah, so we had to kind of start from scratch, writing new procedures and new guidelines. So what we've done since May is we've been practicing small group cohorts. So we've got smaller groups of kids, and they stay with the same group all day, the same staff and the same group all day, which is a little different than what we've done in the past. We also are doing temperature screenings every day upon admission for, of course, our staff and our kids. We're practicing social distancing when we can with the youth, masks and twice a day cleaning. The transportation, we just started transporting off-site in November, so we've got some real specific guidelines there to make sure that our youth and our staff are keeping safe. And we just started allowing volunteers to come back and on-site, and so again, some different precautions as it relates to screening, facial masks, and cleaning. But we've been very fortunate. Better knock on some wood here, but we have not had a single case of a youth or a staff that has been positive for COVID here. So we are prepared, and we do have a plan and a process in place if that should happen. So we know that the health and safety, again, of our members, our staff, and our volunteers, that's our first priority.
Oh, definitely.
So we're going to do everything we can to protect everyone. We've had to bring on more staff to be able to accommodate the smaller groups. But we're looking forward to the day that we can get a big group of kids back together, mingling, hugging, and high-fiving. So,
wouldn't that be great? I mean, we never thought that we'd be in a predicament like this, and now here we are. We're walking around wearing face masks. How are the kids with the face masks? I know that a lot of grown-ups are the ones complaining about it, but how are the kids?
Yeah, well, what's great is that the kids are wearing them at school, and they're accustomed to them. They're doing great. And then we've got programming where they don't have to wear the mask, so they can mask relax. And when they're outside or when they're in the gym or they're doing sports and recreation. So I mean, kids are so versatile. They're so resilient.
Yeah, they are.
You're right. It's the adults that have to deal with change a little bit better.
Yeah. For the kids, I think it's probably more of a novelty. They can get different kinds of fun masks to wear and stuff. I see them accessorizing. I mean, even my kid, he's 20 and his girlfriend's 19, and they're accessorizing with masks. I'm like, are you guys kidding me? But, they just go with it. They adapt to it. They go with it, and they're like, okay, I'm supposed to do this. This is cool, so let's just do it. I can get a SpongeBob mask. I like this. I can show my personality a little bit. I love that. Now, how can you get your child involved in Boys and Girls Clubs? How do the children get in there?
Yeah, so great question. Depending on which club is the best location for you, again, they have a Denellen Club, one in the city of Ocala, one in Silver Spring Shores. There's an enrollment package, but really you'll just want to contact the club that's nearest you, or you can call me and we'll get you connected with the club leader, and they'll review, the times and the opening scholarship application if needed, transportate what schools offer bus transportation. We can review all of that with you.
That's fantastic. And it's so easy. They can give you a call, and that number is 352-690-7545. Or what about your email again? Which email do you use?
Yeah, the best email would be for inquiries would be admin, ADMIN, at bgcofmarion.com.
That's fantastic. And you can check out the website, too, because you can donate online at bgcofmarion.com. And by mail, you can even mail a check, P.O. Box 4109, Ocala, 34478. And this is a time a lot of people are looking for something to do with their family to help out other people, and more than ever, people are being charitable, even people that don't have a lot. And maybe this is something that you can get together with your kids and say, okay, each month we're going to take, maybe you get this much allowance. Let's put so much into here and we'll donate it, or, different ways you can help out.
Absolutely.
So we're hoping that keeps up and we don't hear about burglaries anymore, because you're right. That every time we have to report on that here at our radio stations or we read about it, it's totally heartbreaking. These are children that people are stealing from, and I just don't get it. I don't get it at all. And maybe it's not for us to get, but, the kids know who care about them. And the Boys and Girls Clubs make them feel very loved and very safe, I'm sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much, April, for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, absolutely. It has been a pleasure talking with you. And we want to get people rolling those donations, whether it's cash donations, your time, which we know is precious and appreciated as well. Or, like you got that couch and you're like, it just doesn't look good in my living room. I'm getting a new one. There's nothing wrong with it. Y'all can use it.
Yep, absolutely.
I love it. Thank you so much for everything that you do for our community, April.
Thank you. Thank you.
My guest today has been April Savarese, CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Marion County. Homepage is presented as a public affairs feature of 93.7 K Country and Wind FM 92.5 and 95.5. Your comments are always welcome, and you can email me at homepage@ncfmgroup.com. You can also listen to Homepage by going to our websites at 937kcountry.com and windfm.com. I'm Kathy Dugan. Please join us again next Sunday for Homepage.